Here is a table of houses: square footage, bedrooms, age, zip code, and the price each one sold for. A machine learning model is going to look at this table and learn to predict one of those columns, only one. And which column you pick changes everything about what the model is, what it costs to build, and how it fails. So let's get very precise about the 3 words underneath all of it: features, labels, and training data.
A model never sees a house. It has no idea what a kitchen is or a neighborhood. What reaches it is a row of numbers: 1450, 312, 94110. That is the entire house, as far as the maths is concerned. Now the whole table. 4 of these columns describe the house. One of them is the answer we want back. Square footage, bedrooms, age, and zip are the description. Price is the answer. That split, description on the left, answer on the right, is the single most important idea in supervised learning.
Take a date, 2024-03-11, to a model that is an opaque string, and comparing 2 of them means nothing, but pull it apart and it becomes useful. The month as a number, the days the house sat on the market as a number. Now the model can actually weigh them. Zip codes are sneakier. They look like numbers, so it is tempting to feed them straight in. But 94110 is not 7 larger than 94103 in any meaningful way. It is a name that happens to be spelled with digits. So you give each zip its own column, holding a 1 or a 0. That is called one-hot encoding. And text has to become counts. A subject line cannot be multiplied by a weight, so you count things in it. How many words are in capitals? How many exclamation marks? Whether the word free appears. Now the email is 4 numbers, and 4 numbers is something a model can learn from. So you have features, labels, and a table, which brings us to the part that ruins more projects than any algorithm choice ever will. A model does not get to be smarter than its training data. 2 failure modes are worth knowing by name. The first is label noise. Somebody typed the wrong answer. This email was ordinary, but a tired human marked it spam. The model cannot tell that row is wrong, so it bends itself to fit the mistake. A few are survivable. A pattern of them teaches something false. The second one is nastier because it looks like good news. Back to the houses. Somebody joins in 1 more column from another table. Commission paid. Helpful, surely. More data is better. And the model loves it. Accuracy jumps to 99.9%, which is when you should get suspicious. Here's what actually happened. Commission is always 3% of the sale price. So that column is not a clue about the price. It is the price, divided by 33. The model did not learn anything about houses. It learned to multiply. And the moment you point it at a house that has not sold yet, the commission column is empty because commissions only exist after a sale. 99.9% in training, useless in production. That is data leakage. a feature that secretly contains the answer. One question catches almost every leak, and it costs nothing to ask. For each feature, would I actually have this value at the moment I need to predict? Commission paid fails instantly. Ask it of every column before you train. One last piece, you never train on all of it. You cut the rows into 3 parts before you start. Most of them, usually around 70%, are the training set, and that is the only part the model learns from. A slice is held back for validation, which you use while you're tuning, and a final slice is the test set, which you look at once at the very end.
The reason is worth saying plainly. If you test on rows the model already trained on, you are not measuring understanding, you are measuring memory. It is the difference between a student who understands and a student holding the answer key. So before you train anything, 4 questions. What exactly is one row? Which column is the label? Where did that label come from? And do I trust whoever made it? And could any feature secretly contain the answer? Answer those 4 honestly, and you have avoided most of the ways this goes wrong. Quick recap. A feature is one measurable property, and a row of them is one example. The label is the answer you already know, and training data is many examples carrying their labels. Labels are the expensive half, and the 2 ways a good table goes bad are label noise and leakage. One last thing, there is an interactive version of this on unrote.com where you can pick the label column yourself, switch the leak on, and watch the accuracy lie to you. The link is in the description. That is features, labels, and training data from 0. Get the table right and the algorithm barely matters. Get it wrong and no algorithm can save you. This is Unrote. Understand it, don't memorize it.